Okay,
Okay,
you may
go
proceed.
ahead.
All right, it's tough to follow my big sister who I look up to. So, she said everything I want to say too, but I prepared something that I've been wanting to say for 2.5 years. So I'll begin. I first want to thank you for the opportunity to make a statement on behalf of my family, myself, and my beautiful mother. We have been waiting for almost 2.5 years, as we've said over and over. We've waited for information that needed to be collected and studied. We waited for court dates to be set. We've waited for COVID to pass. We've waited for schedule changes and postponements. And all of this waiting is a bit ironic because on June 29th, Mike Young didn't do any waiting. On June 22nd, Mike Young left the Bridgewater Bank and Tavern, drove down Austin Road, a road that he drove numerous times, drove off Austin Road, took down 2 road signs and smashed into my mother's car. In my small community, I have heard all the rumors, as my sister has, that she pulled out in front of him, that she was already dead before he hit her, that she was old, that he just fell asleep. He was so tired. I hear all about poor Mike Young, but what about my poor mother? Mike drove his truck off the road that night and crashed into her. He was there once we finally were able to get her door open. He looked over my husband's shoulder right into my eyes and asked if she was going to be okay. And then he was gone. A girlfriend picked him up. He left and he didn't wait. From that night on, for 2.5 years, he continued to live his life as if nothing happened. He's gotten married. He's continued working. He's traveled on hunting trips of a lifetime. He's posted about them on social media. He's even starting a family and will be welcoming a child soon. Like I said, we live in the same community. And because of that, I would see him drive past my house on numerous occasions going to work or wherever he was going. I'd see him building a handicap accessible ramp at the Bridgewater Bank and Tavern. Every time I'd see him, I'd wonder, what is he thinking? Does he even feel remorse for his actions? Why is it okay to kill someone with your vehicle and not have any ramifications? Why doesn't he have consequences like we do every single day? Every time I leave my house and pull out of my driveway where the accident happened, I have to relive that night over and over. My children relive that night. My husband relives that night. People don't come and visit. My sister doesn't come and visit anymore because she doesn't want to pull into our driveway. My dad, Deacon Richard Cheney Felt, just lost his life after battling cancer in December. We were able to be there with him for his last days. As a family, we were able to talk and tell stories, watch his favorite movies. We sang silly songs, and we were able to fill his last days with love. I was there holding his hand when he took his last breath. And I was also holding my mother's hand when she took hers, when the machines were turned off that were keeping her alive because of the injury she sustained because of Mike Young. We didn't get to sing songs. We didn't get to say goodbye. We just got moments filled with tremendous sadness, anger, and disbelief. The night I will never forget. On June 22nd, Mike Young stole my mother's life and walked away. It is long past time for him to man up and face these consequences of his careless actions. I am saddened and confused that the first charge against him was dropped when he chose to plead guilty to the second one, but I do trust in the court, and I trust that he be given the maximum sentence allowed. I ask that my children don't learn that it's okay to lie and run away when you need to stop and stand up for your consequences because of your actions. Thank you again.
Thank you for coming in.